Orders are to proceed to the Digifal system. Orders are to proceed to the Digifal system.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Digifal. A system near the Klingon neutral zone. Digifal contains 2 habitable planets, Digifal 3 and Digifal 4. Digifal 3, also known as Zem 4.
Captain, a Klingon battle cruiser has entered the system.
Open hailing frequencies. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Klingon battle cruiser, you are in Federation space. You must...
I am Commander Taras of the Nizra. We are in pursuit of a genocidal criminal. We are performing an act of mercy in removing him from your space. Naturally, you will remove your vessel from this system. For your own safety, of course.
I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say for you. If the Nizra does not... You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass... Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Get your ship out of here. I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say. You are in direct violation...
If we are not allowed to capture this criminal, Captain, you may do this for us. We insist that we remain here to monitor the situation, but we will take no action.
Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation space. You will pull back to the Organian neutral zone, and do so immediately. Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Get your ship out of here now.
Nothing to report, Captain.
We're not in orbit, Captain. Entering standard orbit.
Hailing frequencies open.
I have pinpointed the source of the energy trail from Huakur.
Krakur 4. A world in Klingon space, which has belonged to the Empire for at least 4 generations.
Assemble a landing party. Unless we find this so-called criminal, we're going to war.
Greetings, my children. I can barely imagine that you have come.
I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you? I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. We're not your children, and we don't appreciate this wild goose chase you forced us into. I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons...
The Klingons? Amazing. This is the first time...
Listen, mister. Any missions conducted within Klingon space... Damn right the results were swift. The Klingons have been raiding colonies looking for you. Listen, mister. Any missions conducted within Klingon... Damn right the results were swift. The Kling...
No, you must be lying. They could not be raiding if they are looking for me. Violence was...
Quetzalcoatl? How fitting you would name yourself after one of the most bloody-handed gods in Earth's history.
Bloody-handed? My people love peace.
Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you after you left. Ha! You mean your followers loved pieces? They slaughtered other believers hoping you'd... Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you. Ha! You mean your followers...
Foul, lying creatures! We are not the inheritors of the noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here until you have learned the error of ancient...
Do I look like Houdini to you? I'm afraid you're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat on this one.
Those vines would be useful to escape, if we could reach them.
He doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood right now.
No enemies in sight, but supplies could be a problem if we don't get out.
There is a vine hanging down into the pit. You are in a deep pit. There are several loose vines hanging over the side of the pit out of reach. There is a light suspended. This particular snake doesn't seem to like your company and moves whenever. There is a tiny hole in the wall at this point. Certainly no. There are rocks here quite suitable for picking. You pick up some rocks.
It looks like a Xanthorian pit snake, a rather common species in this region, noted by galactic herpetologists for their quickness. It is not venomous or dangerous to... Nothing to report, Captain. It would appear that this is where the snake... This vine is not likely to support our wake by itself, Captain. You... Nothing to report. Nothing to report. Fascinating specimen, Captain, but I would be careful handling it. From the looks of it,
We wouldn't want to bleed all over Dr. McCoy now, would we?
Especially that green Vulcan blood. The last thing I need is a pint of T-negative blood all... What on earth are you doing with that slip?
That's something of a runt, Captain. You should have seen this Rigelian python that Cadet Tyrelli put in the shower at the Academy.
fascinating. It did appear to knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Didn't they have baseball on Vulcan? Show us your fastball, Jim.
Baseball? No one plays that anymore. Good try, though, sir.
The probability of getting the vine on the second try was only 36.53%. Well done, Captain.
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
All right. We're on our way.
You are in a densely vegetated area. Trees to the left of you, trees to the right of you. Into the valley of trees raced the landing party. Trees to the left of you.
This jungle is sure lush, Jim. Speaking of lush, I could use a nice Saurian brandy about now.
Staying in this overgrown region could prove quite dangerous.
I feel like someone is watching us, Captain.
I am Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground. I will not listen to your deceitful... Indeed, you know the ways of Quetzalcoatl, but only a man of courage, one who will shed blood, will pass. Self-sacrifice is the noblest quality of humanity. You may go. Beware the monster in the water. You may have...
You fail to obtain... You pick up the beautifully crafted knife.
Fascinating. The trees are able to grow very close.
It's getting a little cool out here. Keep warm. I don't want a bunch of sick crewmen when we get back to the ship.
Does every planet-side mission have this much adventure, Captain? Mind you, I can't say Mr. Quetzalcoatl.
Below this rock is a lot. Below this rock. One Starfleet issue sign.
Trauzakian mushrooms. Their spores are... It vaguely resembles the Terran Spanish bayonet. The edges of the leaf.
The river water is too muddy to get an idea of its depth, or what may...
Captain, it would not be wise to cross while the creature...
Captain, perhaps I should try to cross first.
It is some kind of mollusk. The river seems to be its home, and it is carnivorous, eating...
Reminds me of a planet I was stationed on once. The native girls were real friendly. Ensign Shu had his bachelor party there. Great time. You ever been to Omicron Draconis, Captain?
Anyone for a campfire?
I recommend caution here, Captain.
This plant has a rather thick stem and...
It appears that the leaves are slightly toxic. I would not recommend touching it for an extended... It would appear that the plant secretes a chemical that is a natural repellent to the creature. It has retreated.
It is a large cluster of crystal.
I've lost any appetite. I may have...
I would suggest we continue on, Captain. It would not be...
You have one dilithium crystal in raw form.
I watched as you worked through the problems I set in your path. You are a valiant, Please sit down. We have...
I've had it up to here with so-called superior beings terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive. Maybe you should see how primitive you are before you go around testing others. One thing first, if you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive?
I tried to teach them the concept of self-sacrifice. You are clearly not the liars I thought you to be. Were you telling me the truth?
The Federation is not in the business of lying. Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed.
I sense truth in this. Perhaps this is what happened to my children on the Klingon world of Rakur, which would...
You show great wisdom, sir, but your statement implies that you wish to change your condition.
Indeed. If my mission of peace was overthrown, then I am no longer worthy of...
We're a technologically advanced starfaring race. What do you think? With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes, I would say we have made considerable advance. Yes, why do you ask? With Dr. McCoy,
Then I shall ask to make use of your advances. At the top of my spine is a gland not found in your species. This is the seat of my power. I wish you to remove it, thereby...
Jim, I'll try, but the physiology is complete.
you've got to do it, Bones. If the Klingons realize he's no longer a threat to them, perhaps we can avoid... Scotty, 5 to beam up.
Captain, 3 Admiral
Federation starship, this is Admiral Blick Tinker of the Clearter. You harbor a criminal who has caused the destruction of the entire population of Rakkor. We are
Admiral Vlicht, the criminal of whom you speak.
His attempt to corrupt the Empire with his philosophy led to the destruction of all life.
How could a philosophy of peace...
Rakkor has been governed by my family for...
My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy, so you killed them. Your own family. You murdered them. You're insane. My God, you killed your own people.
It was that creature's fault. Had he not interfered in our affairs, the people of Rakkor would be alive.
Message from Starfleet Command.
I'll argue this with you later, Vlicht.
Contact your superiors, Kirk. You may be surprised.
I have bad news, Captain. The Organians have ruled that Quetzalcoatl's interference in Klingon affairs renders him subject to Klingon law. You are to turn your prisoner over to them at Rakur. Klingon law will permit you to observe...
Captain, you cannot turn him over to those butchers.
We have no choice, Scotty. I'm afraid Quetzalcoatl has a date with Klingon justice. Set course for Captain's log. We have come to the ruined Klingon planet of Rakur to deliver our guest, the mythical entity Quetzalcoatl, to a Klingon court. Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Ensign Benny and I have been granted permission by the Organians. Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott?
The prisoner and his witnesses will stand forth. You will not speak!
How amusing. Federation...
Who are you calling a weakling? I've had tougher girlfriends...
Ensign.
But I did, sir. Lieutenant Hildebrandt is a third dan in karate.
You will act with the discipline of a Federation officer, Ensign.
Yes, sir.
I've got nothing to say to you, Jim.
I'm frightened, Captain. But if I am...
Captain, I estimate the odds of this court acquitting.
So, Kirk, we finally meet. I had thought it would...
There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Stick around, Vlicht. There are more... Why does every Klingon tell me they expected to meet me? There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial.
So be it! This begins the trial of the entity Quetzalcoatl, who is charged with impersonating a Klingon, stirring dissent, encouraging cowardice, and treason in the...
Those are serious charges, Vlicht. Should he not be tried?
He has not demonstrated honor, Kirk. Only a proven warrior may be tried in high court. Principles of...
I'm a warrior, Vlicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the... And this trial is a mockery for the... Oh, well, I'm afraid you're on your own, Quetzalcoatl. I'm a warrior, Vlicht.
A Federation officer claiming the rights of a...
I've faced Klingons both in personal and ship-to-ship combat. Your own records will confirm this.
That oversight, Kirk. You and your 3 companions may face the test that we set for the Defender.
I want your word of honor, Vlicht, that Quetzalcoatl...
Very well. You have my word.
What is this place?
Not much is known about Rakur, Ensign. This would appear to be some sort of a mining...
A test of courage? That is the Klingon way.
I somehow doubt that Vlicht intends for us to survive this, whatever the outcome. We're the only thing that stands between him and the killer...
Why should he worry about justification, Captain? He's a Klingon. Murder is as natural to them as...
That's not true, Ensign. However, I suspect that Vlicht's attack on Rakur exceeded his orders. He needs Quetzalcoatl as a scapegoat, and he needs a fair...
And our deaths will be the only way he can get it.
Captain, I have calculated the odds of some...
Shut up, Spock. How could you do it, Jim? I spent hours trying to save his life.
You've handled those Klingons well, sir. We've got them on...
These wooden rods are support beams that were not... The floor is incomplete, made of unrefined... One Starfleet issue science...
Nothing to report, Captain. This creature is composed of electrical fields. I would not recommend approaching it. Nothing to report, Captain. An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to... Nothing to... This rock has a high iron... These wooden rods are support...
There is nothing at the moment for me to do. There is nothing at the moment.
You melt some of the... You coat the rod with molten iron. It hardens quickly. Nothing happens.
As I suspected, Captain, the creature is in stasis. It should awaken in 3...
I bet it'll be mad.
Captain, I would strongly recommend against disturbing the rod. It could...
You fail to...
We do not know the code, Captain.
Captain, there is a force field between... We have your position at approximately 30 meters beneath the surface of... Keep us informed. We'll help you all we can.
Uhura, prepare to receive a tricorder message. There is a door with an entry coder here. Try to analyze the circuits and let the main...
Scan complete. Main computer has the code. We also read an anomaly. Something else has tapped into the key code. Shall I analyze?
I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura.
Sir, we have a secondary code that is nested in the Klingon program. Computer is unable to analyze its function. Shall we broadcast it to you when you activate the keypad?
Affirmative. Negative. Transmit the door entry code. Affirmative.
Good luck, Captain.
You fail to obtain... You fail to...
What is this place?
This is not Klingon technology, Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared freak.
Gentlemen, I suggest we start trying to find out what this is. I have a feeling we've come someplace Flick wasn't expecting us to go.
We've got to get out of here.
I suspect, Captain, that the machinery is activated by placing...
Obviously, they want us to place the gems in the holes, but which one?
This large gem appears...
Nothing to report. Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report. Captain, it seems to be some sort of interface.
This is Bialbi, High Mentalic of Rakur. For defense, use the light of war. For information, use my light. For transportation, use the light of travel. Sequences are keyed by combinations of crystals. Integrator now active. We can transport you only in proximity of nearest humanoid life. Transport imminent.
How dare you! The test was supposed to take place without interference from your ship. You have shown all lack of honor.
Honor? Give me a break, Flick. You were trying to kill us.
If I had been trying to murder you, Kirk, you would have surely died.
You don't lie very well, do you? Maybe you aren't as good as you think you do. Klingons believe in ghosts. You don't lie very well, do you?
I'm tired of this posturing, Kirk. You know what the verdict is. Go back to your ship.
Then you admit this trial is a sham.
Of course it was, you fool. Did you honestly expect us to act with kindness to traitors? You fought a battle that you could not—
Captain, I taught others self-sacrifice. Now I must—
Then you have my deepest respect. I am sorry, I cannot do— Farewell, my friend. Flick, if you respect honor, there's a time to fight for what you believe and a time to die for it. I hope you— Then you have my deepest respect. I am sorry, I cannot— Farewell, my friend. There's a time to fight for what you believe.
As do I. My only regret is that I did not get to know you better. If only a part of—
Scotty, beam us up. Captain's log. We've returned to Federation space, having tried and failed.
Quetzalcoatl was a remarkable creature, Captain.
He died for what he believed in.
Yet so did many men who were judged by history to be evil. Dictators.
Still, I cannot find it in my heart to condemn him. He had a great dream of peace, and it's been left to others to fulfill it.
You melt some. You coat the rock.
As I bet it'll— An entry coder—
Captain, there is a force. We have your... Keep us in...
Uhura,
Scan...
I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura.
Sir, we have a second...
Affirmative. Negative. Transmit the door. Affirmative.
Good luck, Captain.
What is this place?
This is not Klingon technology, Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared...
Gentlemen...
You fail to... Nothing happens.
This is Bial Integrator now active. This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world. Thank you for informing us of the situation. It shall be Admiral Vlicht, this is the defensive system of Rakur. You have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Kirk! This is your doom!
No, Admiral, it is not. But that will suffice as a final public statement. The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew.
You have no right to try me!
I have as much right as you to conduct trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
Kirk!
Hoist on your own petard, Avlicht. Do you want me to help you? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to...
Agreed.
A life for a life is a just bargain. But his crimes are beyond count.
I do not see what can be served by more killing.
Idealism, an advanced concept. Naive, perhaps. Admiral Vlicht, the entity Quetzalcoatl shall be set free. If you ever return to this sector, the sentence shall be carried out. No... As for you, Captain, you may return. I find your social development most pleasing.
I fear that politics will make it impossible. Your planet is in Klingon space, but I don't understand why the Klingons never detected you.
Their archaeological digs did come close, Captain, but I am very elusive. I waited and monitored the city. Now you may go. Heed my warning, Vlicht. I shall not be merciful a second time.
Klingon ship leaving the area.
We will be setting course for Digifal. It's the closest thing to a home that Quetzalcoatl has.
It would appear everything worked out for the best.
Except for the people of Rakur, Mr. Spock. Except for the dead.
We have read your report on the problems at Rakur and evaluate your performance. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.